Hello, my gamers and tax evaders alike. Rich people terrify me. I mean, they shake me to my goddamn core. I watch these people spend these insanely large amounts of money, which in my hands would be completely life-changing, and they just throw it around like they're buying Pop Rocks. Seriously, I saw this tweet from Logan Paul when he bought two pebbles. Two pictures of pebbles. By the way, made of pixels, like 8 pixels. 8 pixels worth of pebbles. One he bought for $40,000 and one he bought for $60,000. And he said that he left at dinner to go and buy them. Now to me, $40,000 would literally change my life. If somebody dropped $40,000 right into my lap right now, that would mind-blowing. But to Logan Paul, it's worth 8 pixels. I can't even comprehend that. Today I kind of want to take a little bit of a look-see into NFTs. I know it's kind of an old meme, but they're still really fucking popular. They're really popping off. People are selling them. People are making literally hundreds of thousands of dollars off of these things. So I want to take a little bit of a deeper dive into it and understand why rich people like owning nothing so much. Now, this is kind of the website that I believe is the most popular place to do NFTs. It's called OpenSea, and I was kind of checking it out last night. And this is, just a marketplace for NFTs, and it's all really traded in Ethereum. So if you go over to the marketplace, these are some of the items that are for sale, just updated. So all of these you can buy. Some of them are like for auction, so you can go, all of these are on auction. So you can, they're being auctioned off. You can put a bid in and try and buy them, you know what I mean? But then there's also buy now. You can just buy them outright. So all of these ones can be yours for the price. Look at this, 0.008 Ethereum. What's that? 0.00, excuse me, 0.008 Ethereum is $30. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm not spending $30 on this thing right there. That does not look like 30. That looks about $1 maybe at absolute max, but to me, that does not look like $30 right there. But these NFTs are being thrown around for large quantities of money, even without being worth that much stuff. Or even though in real life, if somebody tried to sell that to me and they said, "Hey, would you like to buy this for $30?" I'd say, "Get the fuck out of my face. That's horrible." You know what I mean? And the biggest offender in this category is the CryptoPunks, who you might have heard of or you might have seen this kind of artwork, this style before. These are just insanely popular. There's 10,000 of them, and there's 3.1k owners. So that means that 10,000 of them are spread out over the course of 3.1k people. As you can see, they're all very similar, but derivative from each other. I'm assuming that they procedurally generated all of these. They just created a couple of different face models, some facial hair, maybe hats to put on them, and the Siggies, the e-cigs or whatever. And they procedurally generated 10,000 of them. That's just a guess. I could be wrong. I don't think they did all of this by hand. But you look at that. The volume traded in this is 461,800 Ethereum. And let's just double check what that is. 461,000. What did I say? 800? But as you can see, that's 1,580,662,900. So over $1.5 billion have been traded on the CryptoPunks thing here. And you can see this one right here went for 128 Ethereum. This little thing right there, 120, how much is that? So 128 Ethereum is the equivalent of $438,122. This right here, this is a piece of art worth $400,000 fucking dollars. Just because there's 10,000 of them, I don't know, dude. There's this false scarcity. It's fucking stupid. These things are kind of what popularized NFTs, apparently. We did a little research with this last night. But so what's absolutely wild about this is I can do this right now. Boop. Yes. All right, let's go over to, don't worry about my banner. And boom. Yeah. So that's mine now. $400,000? Nope. I got it for free. That's not worth $400,000, is it? Now, ultimately, the guy who spent $400,000 buying that piece of art does, at the end of the day, own it, and he could copyright claim the fact that I'm using it as my profile picture or sue me for using it. potentially, I don't know the actual logistics of the legality there, but he does actually own it. It's technically his. The copyright is in this person's name, or at least he can prove it is. But he has to go ahead and go around and find anybody who's using it and have them get sued or claimed or anything, and that's going to cost a lot of money. So even though he does own it, it's really hard to enforce the copyright behind it. And that's where this NFT shit is fucking wild to me. I think that the NFTs could become more valuable in the future if we get to the point where there's some sort of program that will scour the internet for you for very cheap and will basically protect your copyright. I could see that becoming a possibility, that in the future we genuinely are copywriting everything. And I hope that we don't get to that point, because it's cool to have Creative Commons art that everybody can use. I don't want everything to have to cost money. You know, why the fuck everything gotta cost money? Why can't we just achieve communism, man? This whole thing is just fucking fascinating to me, because I just don't get it. You know, I understand buying a painting, kinda, you know, people can make copies of said painting. You know, there's the Mona Lisa, but there's also copies of the Mona Lisa, you know, prints, but the prints are worth nothing, whereas the Mona Lisa is worth everything. So what I have right there is not worth $10,000 or $400,000, whatever I downloaded. Now it's not worth anything. That's just a copy of the original. The original is copyrighted and can only be sold by the guy who owns it. It's weird. There's tons of scams going on in this space right now, and a lot of the quasi-intellectual 20-year-old guys that think that they're finance experts because they've traded with Robinhood for a couple of years, those guys, they're going fucking bananas for this. Think the Logan Paul type. The guy, now Logan Paul is really good with finance stuff, but still, the point stands. Logan Paul has a huge amount of money and people that recommend stuff to him. You know, most people don't have that huge amount of money that is required to actually make money off of these things. My friend John and I were going over this in a call last night, and we have an idea. We're going to make our own NFT, and we're going to look at these ones for inspiration. We're going to sell them, and I'll report back to you guys with results after we finally get this experiment going. We just want to see if we can make money off of this, how easily it is to dupe people into spending copious amounts of money on something very stupid. You know, I'm not an artiste. I have no artistic ability. So if I'm able to design something that we can sell for more than $100, I will be probably impressed with myself and disgusted probably with the majority of rich people. But yeah, I'll let you guys know when that happens. I'll let you guys know if I sell it or if what happens. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we'll see. So anyway, just wanted to rant about NFTs because this is the most insane thing. I feel like my head is going to explode looking at the amount of money that is being traded for these things right now. It's insane. It's just out of my ballpark, you know what I mean? I'm just not in the same, I'm not even in the same field as these people. These people are like 20 miles down the road playing a completely different game that I don't understand. They're playing polo. They're playing fucking like horse polo. And I'm just on the fucking, like, in the street playing basketball. I don't even know. There's no comparison between me and these people. They're so fucking wealthy. It's just astounding. Anyway, thanks for listening to me rant about NFTs. They're fucking stupid. Don't buy them. They're gonna crash eventually, and when they do, you'll have nothing. This will be my last video ever. I'll see you all in hell.